Hi there and welcome back to the M5 Stack official channel. I'm Luke and it's round to that time again where we're introducing our new products for the month. So let's see what we've got. We have a whole bunch of new stick hats. So the Stick C, as you may know, has a bunch of accessories known as hats. And we already have quite a few of those, but we're introducing a whole bunch more with a lot of different functions. So let's take a look at them one by one. So first up we have the hat joystick. I don't know if you can see that there. So the hat joystick has a nice little slidey joystick on it, similar to the joysticks we might see on a PSP, 3DS, a lot of these modern handheld consoles. And pretty smooth, slides around nicely. You can also push the joystick in as a push button, so you can make some nice games with this or some kind of control interface with a Stick C. And this is using an STM32 chip inside. So yeah, here's a bunch of specs about the joystick. Okay, next up we have the time of flight sensor, TOF. So the TOF sensor is a range finding or a distance sensor. It uses a 940 nanometer laser to gauge distances. And it's using the same chip as the TOF unit, which is the VL53L0X. Okay, so any projects you might want to do with the Stick C for range finding, distance sensing, perhaps on a robot, you could use this TOF sensor. Let's have a look at some of the specs of this device. Okay, now let's see what we have next. Here we have a finger hat. So this is essentially a fingerprint scanner, but it's using a different chip to the one that is in our fingerprint unit and our fingerprint faces module. This is a much higher quality chip. This time around we're using the F1020SC, and you can see it's got the bare PCB underneath, but this slides nicely into the Stick C. If you have any biometric based projects that you want to work on, this could very well be the hat that you are looking for. Let's have a look at some of the specs. Okay, last but not least, we have one more hat to introduce, and this is the Servo Hat. It's a teeny tiny servo, a micro servo. So this servo here can rotate around 140 or so degrees, give or take, and can be powered by the Stick C. So you could use this for some kind of meter, I guess, some tiny robot, something like that. So let's have a look at some of the specs of this device. Okay, now we've introduced each of the hats for this week. Let's have a look at what we can do with some of them. I'll be giving just a few examples and showing you where we can find the code for how to use these devices. Okay, let's dig in. First up, with the Joystick Hat, we have a demo showing a little game where we are controlling the game with the joystick. Similar to Doodle Jump, we are constantly bouncing on platforms. So you can find the code for that on the joystick page. Next up we have the TOF hat. So as we mentioned, it's I2C. You've got the I2C write commands on here and a demo for counting objects. Okay, next up we have the finger hat, and this one has a short demo showing how we can recognize a fingerprint and save it, and then if we add a different fingerprint it will be rejected, and also it will be transferring between the stick and the M5 stack. And finally the servo. In this demo we have the servo used as a pointing device, linked up with the stick V, and you can find this code down on that page.
Okay, that's about it for this week's product introduction video. Hope you like the products that we've introduced. If you have any questions or any suggestions, comments about these new products, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye!